Hello, traders. Welcome to another episode of our free Forex training tutorials. Yes, this is Leading Forex YouTube channel. I am your admin, Kofi. Welcome. This is going to be the part 8 of our Forex training. If this is your first video of seeing this channel, then I will advise that you go to the part 1 of this video. We have a whole playlist that will help you know exactly how to start Forex, okay? Right down from the platform you will need up to all that it will take to become a good Forex trader. So just go to the playlist of this video. That is Forex Training for Beginners. That is the name of the playlist. Forex Training for Beginners. Once you see that playlist, watch the part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6, part 7, and then come to part 8, which is this video. All right. In today's video, we are going to continue from the part 7. Okay. So in the part 7, we talked about how you and I can actually create an easy demo account. And then I promised you that in the part 8, we're going to use that demo. I helped you to create 2 demo accounts. If you remember, we created 2 demo accounts in the part 7 tutorial. So in the part 8, I told you we're going to log into our desktop or laptop or PC version with the same login details we had from our mobile version when we were creating or when we created a demo account. So we're going to log into those 2 demo accounts we created on our MT4 on our laptop very soon. But today, we're going to start what is called technical analysis. Technical analysis. That is exactly what you and I are going to do today. So today, we're going to look at the type of markets. Is that okay? And under the type of markets, we're going to do technical analysis today. Is that okay? Good. So welcome. We have a lot to do today. So stick and stay. Let's begin our video. All right. So in today's training, we are beginning the practical work. We are starting practicals, Forex trading practicals. That is what we are starting. So take note. From the part 8, it's all about practicals. So welcome to the practical session. Now, before we go to the MT4 to start the practicals, I want you to know that in the practical section of Forex, we have 3 main type of analysis. We have 3 main type of analysis. So you will see types of market analysis because we're going to do practicals. And in the practicals, we need to know what type of analysis we are using in the practical session. Is that okay? So we have 3 main types of analysis, which we're going to be doing in the practical session. And they are the technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and then sentiment analysis. Now, briefly, let me explain fundamental and sentiment because we're going to be doing technical today. So fundamental analysis simply means trading with the news. In the Forex market, we have news or data that is released from time to time. And we have news that come our way almost every day. And also we have data that come our way almost every day. So these data could either be a report of how a country's economy is doing or what has suddenly happened in a country's economy. Are you getting it? The data could also be what is happening economically in a certain country's monetary issues. Is that okay? So fundamental analysis is all about this news and data that comes from different countries that tell us about how certain economies are doing. And you will come to appreciate that in in Forex market or in trading, the spot Forex, this news has a long way of affecting the market, positively and negatively. I won't talk much under fundamentals. I just want you to know that it has to do with news and data that comes our way daily in the Forex market or Forex world. Now, under sentiment analysis, it's all about position of traders, how you and I are positioned in the market. I mean, not the whole traders in the Forex market, because when you watch the part 4, 5, 6 of this training, you will come to appreciate the fact that we have offline traders and then online traders. You and I sitting by our laptop and our mobile phones are the online traders. And the sentiment analysis is only about those online. It doesn't cover those offline. So sentiment is all about the position of traders, we traders on the internet, our position on certain currencies. They give us that data. And it is believed that that data can also go a long way to affect the market positively or negatively, or can also determine the direction of the market or the next move. That data can equally determine the next move or the next thing to happen in the Forex market. So that is also about sentiment analysis. I'm just giving you a brief explanation. When we come to fundamental analysis itself, that is where we give you all the details you will need. The same way sentiment. Is that okay? Now, let's move straight forward into technical analysis. That is what we'll be doing today in this video. So let's look at what is meant by technical analysis. Now, before I define what is technical analysis, it is believed that some traders, not that it is believed, some traders believe that you need to know all these three analysis in order to succeed in the Forex market. Others believe that you only need one, maybe only technical analysis, or maybe only fundamental analysis, or maybe only sentiment analysis. And there are people who also believe that you need to know all the three. You need to combine the three, sentiment, technical, and fundamental, in order to become a successful trader. There are also others with the perception or the notion that you may only need two. Let me construct again. Some also believe that you need just two to become perfect. So maybe technical and fundamental, or technical and sentiment, or fundamental and sentiment, or whatsoever. There are others who believe that once you know two, or you combine two of these analyses, you can become a profitable trader. Now, as it stands, you and I cannot tell which of them to go with, whether to just stick to one, technical, fundamental, or sentiment, or combine all the three, or pick just two. We may not be able to tell now. But as we go on, you will come to understand by your own self which one to go for. I may not be able to tell you, but you will come to understand and decide which of the analysis to go for, whether to choose only one, combine all the three, or pick two. Is that okay? So that is all about these three kind of analysis that we have. Now, let's go to technical analysis. Now, when we say technical analysis, is the framework in which traders study price movement or price action. I repeat, is the framework in which traders study price movement or price action. So once you hear a trader say, I do price action trading, or all I do is price action, what he's trying to tell you is that he studies price movement in order to trade. And how can you study price movement? We will come to understand that very soon. Now, to add to what I have just said, to make it more clearer, now, have you ever heard the old adage, history tends to repeat itself? Well, that's basically what technical analysis is all about. It is believed that if price did something last year, it is possible it could do the same thing when it gets to the level it did last year. Okay, Now, let me explain again. It is believed that if last year price reached a certain level and then it fell, let me draw something for you to see. Those watching the chat, I know you need to watch the chat. So let me just draw something. So history tends to repeat itself. That is all about technical analysis. So if, for instance, last year, price went all the way up, reached a level here, and then came all the way down. And then this year, it has gone up to reach the same level. It is possible that price will come back down again. So this becomes a level to watch out for when price gets to the same level again. And if next year price should come up to reach that same level again, it will be a level to watch where possibly price can come down again. So when price begins to do this in 3 continuous years, that should tell you that history is repeating itself. Maybe it did this in 2019, did the same thing in 2020, and is doing the same thing in 2021. What is happening is simply history repeating itself. So when it comes to technical analysis, you are only studying some price movement in the past to determine what might possibly happen in the future or currently. Are you getting the whole explanation? So you are studying price movement or price action just because you have come to appreciate the fact that history tends to repeat itself in the forex market. And so once price gets to a certain level, it is possible to do what it did yesterday. Is that okay? So if on Monday price did something, let's say on Monday, price came all the way down, reached here, and then went up, went back up, yes. And then on Tuesday, it came back down to that same level and went back up. And then on Wednesday, price came back to that level. There is a high probability or possibility that it will go back up again on Thursday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. At the same time, when it reached here, it came down. When it reached here, it came down. When price got here, it came down. Price got up here, it came down. At the same time, when price got to this level down here, it went up. When it got down here, it went up. When it got down here, it went up. So it's all about history repeating itself. So you study the movement of the price in the markets, the movement of price in the forex market, and then out of that, you are able to take a certain decision. You are able to say, this is what might be happening next. Now, once price begins to do what you have predicted, or what you have said, or what you have seen, then it means you are in a profit, or you are a profitable trader right from that moment. But if price refuses to do what it did last year, this same year, then it means you might be losing. Or if price refuses to do what it did on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, of which you thought of the fact that it will do the same thing on Thursday and it didn't happen, then it means at that point you are losing. So technical analysis is the framework in which traders study price movement or price action. Now, like I said, have you heard of the old adage, history tends to repeat itself? Well, that's basically what technical analysis is all about. I'm sure you have understood this explanation clear. If it is clear, let's move forward because we have a lot to talk about today. Now, under the study of price movements or price action, which is known as technical analysis, we have a lot of ways through which we study the markets. There are people who use what we call support and resistance to actually determine where price will be going next. All under technical analysis, because now you know that technical analysis is just the study of price movement or price action. So there are people who use what we call support and resistance to determine where price might be heading next. There are people who also use what we call trends or patterns. When the market structure comes in a certain pattern, they believe that something will happen next. There are also others who believe that when a certain trend is formed, this is what will be happening next. So there are people who believe in the usage of trends and patterns to determine where price will be going next. There are others who also believe in the use of support and resistance to determine where price will be going next. There are also others who use indicators. Okay. There are others who use indicators to determine where price will be going next. So these indicators simply means trading tools. We're talking about trading tools here. Is that okay? We're talking about trading tools. They are known as indicators. We'll come to look at them very soon, no problem. There are also others who just study candlesticks, the way candles are formed. The formation of certain candles determine what might be happening next in the market. There are also others who use what we call time frame. They use what is called time frame. And with a time frame, there are people who believe that when something happens on the 1 minute chart, or on the 15-minute chart, or on the 30-minute chart, or on the 1 hour chart, or on the 4 hour chart, or on the daily chart, or weekly chart, or monthly chart, there is a possibility that the direction will go this way. So there are people who just study time frames. They look at time frames, what is happening on certain time frames to determine where price will be going next. So there are also others who just study the type of chart that is formed. They use the charts. There are 3 main charts. If you watched the part 1 and part 2 of this training, you come to appreciate that we talked about the type of charts, which is the linear charts, the bar charts, and then the candlesticks chart. So there are people who study the charts, and then they use the chart to predict what will be happening next in the market or where price will be going. There are also others who use softwares or robots. These are custom systems that people buy, or there are people who tend to do their own coding. They code a software or a system, and then they plug that system into their MT4 or MT5, and then the system automatically takes trades for them. Yes. So these robot or softwares are also known as EAs. So you might hear, I'm having an EA, oh, I'm using a robot, I'm using a software to trade. There are people who also believe in that. All these is under technical analysis, which is the study of price movement or price action. So today you have come to understand that support and resistance is under price action. Trends and patterns is under price action or price movement. Indicators or trading tools are all under price action, because you are using those tools to determine where price will be going next, the action that will be taken in the market. So indicators are also part of price action or technical analysis. There are people who also believe in the formation of some candles. There are others who believe in the time frame. Some believe in some charts, whether linear, whether bar, or what do you call it, candlesticks. And also there are people who use robots. EAs or softwares. These and many others are the types of technical analysis that people do in the Forex market. So you will come to understand today that there is not just one way to become successful in the Forex market. One might be using support and resistance. You might want to go and try support and resistance, and it might not work for you. And for all you know, maybe trends and patterns will work for you. And the fact that maybe I am using trends and patterns doesn't mean that it might also work for you. For all you know, indicators that might be working for you, or candlesticks formation is what might be perfect for you, or time frames or types of charts or robots or whatsoever. So I am here to take you through everything one by one, practically, not just theory. I am here to take you through everything step by step, so that at the end of the day, you would know what to use or what will be best for you. So these are some types of analysis under technical analysis alone. So all these is under technical analysis. We haven't even come to sentiment and fundamental analysis yet. We are just at technical analysis. All right. Now take note. Like I said earlier, just because Kofi and Ralph are looking at this as that same chart setup or indicators doesn't mean that they will all come up with the same idea of where price may be heading. Is that okay? Let me explain this again. Just because Kofi and Ralph are looking at the exact same chart setup or indicators doesn't mean that they will all come up with the same idea of where price may be heading. Now, what do I mean by this here? All I'm trying to say is that the fact that we are all looking at this at the same time, we are all looking at this chart at the same time, and we are seeing some key points or key levels here. All right. Or we are looking at some key levels here at the top here. Doesn't mean that at this level where we are currently, this is where we are currently. Okay, this is where we are currently. We are all here watching the chart at this level. So the fact that we are all watching this chart, you and I are all watching this chart on the same chart, same setup, same indicator, or whatsoever tool or analysis we are all doing, doesn't mean that we will all decide that, okay, at this level, price will come down. No, 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 no. And it doesn't mean that because we are all looking at the same chart, we will all come to say that, okay, price will continue up. No, 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 no. So just because Kofi and Ralph are looking at the exact same chart setup or indicators doesn't mean that they will all come up with the same idea of where price may be heading. At this level, what might be happening in my head or mind might be different from what might be happening in your head or mind. At this level, you might be having a different opinion about this market at this level. And I might also be having a different opinion about the market at this level. So when it comes to decision making, we are all looking at the same thing at the same time. But when it comes to decisions, we might be taking different decisions. We might be taking different approach. This is what I want you to take note. So under technical analysis, yes, we might all be using the same strategy. We might all be using the same tool. We might all be using the same software. But my decision in the market at a certain point might be different from your decision, because you might be seeing the market at that level with a different lens, whilst I'm also seeing the market at that level with a different lens. My mindset at that level might be different from your mindset. My concept at that level might be different from your concept. And that is what trading is all about. Trading is all about what you think at a certain point in time. Because what you think and the action you are going to take as a result of what you have taught will determine whether you will win or lose in the forex market. What you think at a certain level, or what you decide at a certain level of the market, will determine whether you will win or lose. And that is where the actual forex trading is all about. It's all about our minds. It's all about our decisions. The decision you take by pressing the button to sell or buy tells whether you win or lose. Is that okay? So yes, we might be having the same tools. We might be having the same software. We might be using the same time frame. We might be looking at the same support and resistance. We might be looking at the candlesticks at the same time, or bar sticks, or linear sticks at the same time, or linear charts at the same time. But that doesn't mean that we are all going to come up with a similar decision. We will have different decisions to take because our minds are not the same. We will have different opinions. Is that okay? Even if we are twins, we're still going to have different opinions at that level. And that is where the actual forex market trading takes place. Let's continue with our lessons today. Now, we're going to go straight to the chart. We're going to go straight to the MT4 to look at something. But if you feel there's a need for you to contact me for one-on-one mentorship, or you want us to talk about forex trading, maybe a business, or you have an account you want me to manage, a bigger account, or you feel there's something you want to share with me, please, these are my channels. These are the way to reach me. On Telegram, just search for @Kofi$. That's my Telegram handle, @Kofi$. And then you can also send me an email, leadingforexgh@gmail.com. And then on phone, you can call me +233 246 136609. Or on WhatsApp, the same number, +233 246 136609. Now, we are going straight to the chart. Yes, we want to look at something on the chart. And if you are ready for us to roll, I am also ready to roll with you. So let's go straight to the chart. I mean the MT4, for us to see something for ourselves. Is that okay? Now, this is our MT4. We are looking at MT4 right here. Now, this is where we need to sign into our MT4 first of all. So we're going to use the 2 demo accounts we created in episode 7 to actually log in and use for trading. Is that okay? You remember we took some screenshots of the accounts we created? Yes, I remember. We created one account with Primus Global and then another account with KOT, if you watched the episode 7. So let's log in. Now, you come to, once you open your MT4 like this, you come to the navigator panel. Then you see account, right click on the accounts like this. Once you right click on this, you go to log into trade account. Log in to trade account. So you click on it. Then what we're going to do is we want to log in. What is the login ID? The ID, if you remember, is 50211 4818. And then the password that they gave us is small letters RD 3 PIZH. Then we can log in. Let's see. Not yet logged in. We're still waiting to see invalid account. Is that what they are telling us? No, this is not an invalid account. Let's try to log in again. Log into trader accounts. Okay. 50211. Or better still, let's do it this way. Go to open account. Yes, let's go here. And then let's look for the broker name. No, I think we should still be able to do that. Let me just cancel this. Sorry, I want an easy way to just log in. Let me cancel this. Just go to log into trade account. Okay, I think I know where the problem is. It's here. We're supposed to choose the server, which we didn't do. So let's choose the server this time around. Is that okay? So the login ID is 502114818. And then the password is RD3 PIZH. And then this is a practice account. So we go to Primus practice here, Primus market practice. Then we can log in now. Good, we are logged in. Yeah. We've just been told that we have logged in. So this is the account name here. If you look at the account, this is strategy 1. That is strategy 1, if you do remember. So let's open the charts. Waiting for the chart to open. The network is kind of slow, but we will be good to go. Good. The chart is open now. Good. So we have this account opened. Let's look at it. Let's look at the balance of the account for you to be sure. So as you can see, it's here. The balance is 3,000, if you do remember. So we have just logged in. This account, there's nothing happening on it. All right. So this account is logged in. Now let's log into the next account. We have another account to log in, the KOT demo account that we created. So go back to account, right click on account, go to log into trade account. Then this one, we change the details again. That one, the login ID is 41883. And then let's enter the password. The password is AOFY3SZ. And then let's go and look for KOT. Let's see. KOT. Is KOT here? No, KOT is not here. So if KOT is not here, what we need to do is we can log in straight from this. So we have to cancel this. Then we go to account. Then you go to login, open an account. We are actually not going to open an account, but what we want to do is to search for that server, KOT server. So I'm waiting for it to finish loading. Yet to finish loading. Let's go down. So add new broker. So KOT, all in cap, KOT. We are looking for KOT broker. Let's scan and see if we can get their service. all we need is the servers of KOT broker. So let's see the servers, because we actually opened an account with them. So let's see if we can get their server. Okay, almost done scanning. So, okay, the scan is complete. So let's go check and see if we can see KOT. No, KOT is not here. KOT. Oh, KOT, please come. Okay, KOT hasn't shown. Let's go back and type the name again and see. KOT Limited, right? KOT Limited. Let's see. Let's scan this again and see. Let's see if we can get it, because we need to get the server before we can log in. Once we get the server, we can log in. But good. KOT is showing here. KOT Limited. That is actually the name of the server. So as you can see, so once you type in the name and you are not getting it, that means you are not typing something right. So you need to type it right. So KOT demo, that is what we are looking for. This is the demo account that we are looking for. So now that this server is complete, now we are done. So let's go back to account, go to log into a trader account. Let's see if we can see that server here. We need KOT server. KOT server. Good. Now the server is here. KOT, you can see here. So you choose KOT demo. Now we can change all these distors. So the KOT server is now here. The ID is 41883. And then the password for that demo account is AOFY3SZ. Then let's log in now. Perfect. We have logged in into the KOT account also. So these were the two demo accounts that we created. Okay. These were the two demo accounts that we created. It's loading. Let it finish loading. Then we can start. So now you know how to just create a demo account and easily log in on your PC, because now it has finished loading. So you can see it here. So now you can see from the balance also here, 3,000. Now the account is currently on this strategy 2. The first account was strategy 1. The KOT demo is strategy 2. If you remember, that was the name we gave it. KOT demo strategy 2. So you can see some other accounts that I've logged in. This is one of my live accounts, Primus Market Live, Global Prime Live. But these ones are the two we just signed in, which are the demo. This one is practice. And the first one under this Primus Global is the strategy 1. You can see it. You see strategy 1, and then you see strategy 2. So we have logged into the two accounts. So if we want to go to strategy 1, we may only have to click here, double click on this, and then we log in. Then straight up, it will log into straight strategy 1. Now we are logged into straight strategy 1. If we want to log into strategy 2 account, we come here, we double click on it, then we log in. Then, yes, we are logged into strategy 2. So this is how you can easily log into 2 accounts or multiple accounts on the same MT4. Is that okay? Good. So those of you who watched the episode 1 and 2 or part 1, 2, and 3, the features are already there, which you know of. Now, because this is demo, what I want to do is that in our next trade, we're going to look at, or in our next episode, in our next tutorial, we're going to look at how we can place a trade, and then we look at support and resistance. So now, taking you back to the practicals, the notes I just gave you. Okay, let me take you back there and show you something. Okay, I think I showed you something here. Yes. Good. I showed you something here. That under the types of price action, we have support and resistance. Is that okay? We have support and resistance. If you don't mind, let me tackle support and resistance. Or I should tackle that in our next episode. Good. No problem. In our next episode, I'm going to tackle support and resistance. Is that okay? So this is just the general idea about technical analysis. So we're going to take support and resistance, trends and patterns, indicators, candlestick formation, time frames, type of charts, robots, and all that. Once we are done, then we take the next one, which is maybe fundamental analysis or sentiment analysis. Is that okay? Good. If you like this video, please subscribe and share. Hit the notification bell so that anytime we drop a new video, you will be able to see it. Now, what I'm going to be doing is that I will leave some vital points of any video I will do at the end, so that if you are the type that is lazy to watch, because if you don't take your time to watch this video to the end and follow accordingly, you might say that you didn't learn anything. But in order not to keep you lazy, I'll make sure that I'll keep most of the vital things I want to share with you at the end of the video. That is what from now onwards I'll begin to do. So today, this is where we will end our tutorial. Subscribe, share with people, let others know what we are doing on Leading Forex YouTube channel, and let's grow this community together. Shout out to all the subscribers of this channel. I love you guys. Thank you for your messages. Thank you for sending me emails and all other contributions. I appreciate. God richly bless you. I'll meet you again in the next episode, which will be episode 9. Thank you, and stay with us all the time.